Welcome to podcast number 22 with Perry.
Troy.
Ed is actually not here. I can't believe I just called him Ed. But, Keller's going to be with us shortly. We decided to start the podcast.
It's late.
It's late for us. But anyway, so he's going to just come in and, do his thing whenever he does. But anyway... So until then, it's just going to be the Troy and Perry podcast, everyone's favorite.
Yeah, super interesting, I bet.
Mm-hmm. Less racist, less shouting.
Yes.
In a monotone voice, as Keller has.
I was doing monotone. I was trying to fill it in. Fill in the voice.
Well, you gotta kind of have a voice like this.
I saw the fucking gorilla.
He does, doesn't he?
I'm bad. I'm bad.
He's gonna listen to this.
He'll never listen to this.
Does he ever listen to our podcast?
I don't know.
Well, he doesn't say he does because what is he like? Oh, listen to music before I listen to podcasts, you faggots. It's like, well,
and he's in a podcast. So funny.
I know. I was like, absolutely. No, I saw when I was coming in. There was someone walking. And it was about the stairs to get up the stairs and down. That's just how Troy's and Keller's parking lot complex is. But anyway, so I see him and I pull forward and then I back up into the parking, into my parking spot and. The person was just staring at me for a while, and so I thought it was Keller, and so I put down the window and I go, "Hey," and it wasn't him.
Yeah.
But I got out of the car and there was no person to be found, and as I parked, after 5 seconds after I said that, the car in front of me that was parked, it went beep beep, it locked. Yeah, it's like that wasn't him.
No.
But so luckily I don't have to see that person again. You in the red 80s jacket.
Red 80s jacket, man.
Yeah, absolutely. That's narrowing down. You know who you are.
Everyone here is 9 years old, so I'm sure there's a lot of 80s jackets around.
It's a very...
Get my new jacket. Oh, the one from the 80s? Yeah, that one.
It's very vibrant colors. It's got the lime green and the neon pink.
The lime green, trench coat. Lime green trench coat.
Lime green trench. That's the kind of person that goes in. Shooting, for school shootings in the 80s.
Yeah.
It's trench coat. I want everyone to see me.
But damn, I look good. Yeah, I killed my classmates, but damn, did I look good.
The blood accentuated the colors. It was nice. It was a nice Christmas red
Christmas
and green.
Theme, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. In the middle of July. I don't know why school is in July, but still.
Summer school, they're all losers.
Well, yeah, if someone's stupid enough to do a school shooting, they're probably going to summer school.
We should do that research.
We should. You know the guy, the Shady Hook murderer. He's probably stupid and couldn't pass the second grade. That's why he only went for the elementary school. He didn't.
Makes sense.
He got sick of all his. His classmates, 25 years younger than him, making fun of him for being in the same class. See, the kids at the beginning thought that he was like a student aide until he was sitting with them and asking questions that made them shake their head.
Apple.
Yes.
Then
or Thursday.
Tuesday.
Thursday. I just showed Kelly. I just showed Troy my my poster I had to make for school. I work as a peer advisor. I think we talked about that maybe on a recent or a past podcast. But anyway, my boss, she asked me to make a poster for an event we're doing at school, and I was the last person to put my finger on my nose, so I got stuck doing it. And
What a professional way to do that.
I know, right?
Apparently it's you. Why? Because I'm an artist? No, you didn't put your finger to your nose fast enough, you dumb fuck.
Nose goes.
Nose goes, retard. Now use your talents for me.
Dance, monkey, dance. Like a puppet. But anyway, so I got stuck doing that, and I mean, it's fine, whatever, but she wanted me to make it in a span of like 2 days, which is easy, but I have my own stuff I have to do as well, both in school and out of school, like my own projects. But anyway, so I decided to get it done today, and I got it done very fast, and one of my biggest weaknesses is spelling and getting numbers mixed around. I'm not very good at that. So anyway, like, I made the design to just hopefully let my teacher not let, or my well, she is a teacher, but she's also, you know, my boss is the peer advisor, to not hire me to do these again. So I
Hire you? Did you get paid?
Yeah, I get paid.
Did you? Well, to do that specifically.
No, I mean,
Did you do it on work time at least?
I can mark that down.
Yes, you do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna mark it down every time I poop.
Fucking mark it down.
Yeah. But basically, it's a poster. It's
if
like,
you get paid for making that poster, something's wrong with the world. It's the worst poster I've ever seen.
It's the best poster you've ever seen.
It's the worst.
Basically, it was like a 17 by 11 poster. Like, the background was just like a little bit of an off-white, and in very normal print, it's Halloween festivities, and orange, and I get the room number wrong. I spell Thursday wrong. I do a lot of things wrong. I made part of it is we're watching. They're watching, because I probably won't go.
Yeah, you're not gonna go.
Something that I might go because I might get paid, but anyway, I guess they're watching Zombieland as well as, you know, getting homemade spaghetti or whatever.
What does spaghetti have to do with Halloween?
It's spooky. You know, you put your hands
spaghetti?
in it. Spooky spaghetti.
What is a Halloween like dish? What do you make for Halloween dinner?
Cream corn and apricots.
I was thinking just...
No, not cream corn and apricots. I've never had an apricot.
I was thinking that, what's that called? That
candy corn.
Candy corn.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Oh, I mean,
that's
like,
it.
I think of the spaghetti.
That's it. That's for dinner.
It's more
Just a big bowl of candy corn in the middle.
Candy corn, actually. It was supposed to be a decoration.
Initially?
Yeah.
But
then someone is like, this isn't too bad. And then they still make it the same way.
It is that bad. Candy corn's horrible.
That's a total lie, but...
Well, what kind of decorations do they make edible?
You know,
there's trim on the ceiling. I wonder if I can eat that.
Some guy's retarded son like takes some sort of decoration, puts it in his mouth, like, hey, not too bad. Not too bad. Then like,
shut up,
dang it, Randy. Mimsy.
Shut up, Mimsy.
And then Mimsy's dad tries. It's like, oh, this isn't too bad. I guess I didn't have to put him in the dungeon for this week.
That's horrible.
But basically, anyway, with spaghetti thing, we're watching Zombieland, like I've said like 5 times now. But so in the poster, I put like a thing of like I just take a picture from like the Zombieland like, you know, poster, and I just put it on there, and then I make nice little caricatures of all the all the characters in there. And I thought it was kind of funny. But then I for the finishing touches, I just looked up some terrible word art or clip art, skeletons and ghosts and pumpkins, and I put it on there. And I put little anecdotal words like boo and spooky, and yeah, Mickey Mouse, yeah,
and skeleton costume,
yeah, the skeleton costume, and the pumpkin with the watermark still on it. I mean, I hopefully will not be hired again to make another poster.
It's so bad that they'll never ask you to do it again.
Yes, it's really an art to make something that bad, like to make it bad good. We talked about it, but yeah, no, you know what? Thinking about it, I think that with spaghetti, and I don't think this is the reason, but I think of. You know when you're a kid and you go to like those haunted houses, like
it's like here's intestines.
Yeah, ew, gross. Like they put the blindfold on you. And it's like, oh, all right, kids, what do you think this is? Yes. I don't know. It's not spaghetti. It's spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
What do you think this is? I don't know. It's probably eggs. It's my balls. And that's when my haunted house got raided, and I was not allowed to do a haunted house anymore in my neighborhood.
My balls. Don't stop. Please don't stop.
Don't stop.
Please don't stop.
This is a good start of the podcast. So little pedophilia, shady hook killings.
Not bad. It's not a bad start.
Not a bad start.
Dude, how many, like, in haunted houses, there's gotta be so much sexual shit. Like, how many of those workers are, like, raping little girls and molesting little girls in there? Like, they're like, I'm a serial killer, I'm gonna pick you up by your crotch.
By your crotch? And then, holding, like, this, so, like, on one hand, it's, like, getting up the gooch, and then the other one's, like, on the teeny little boobies that they're growing.
Because they're 12 years old.
And Asian mothers.
And you can just get away with it for years, because it's like, it's a haunted house, I'm allowed to do whatever I want. Literally one of the rooms.
The rape room.
They think it's just like, oh man, this is really gory and graphic. I can't believe they're doing a rape scene. This should be for adults. The little 12-year-old kids in there literally getting raped. Help me! Help me, please!
They didn't even decorate it. It's just the guy's room.
It's just like a 20...
The cat's just sitting there.
It's
really seen some stuff over the years.
They decorate the whole house, and it's like supposed to be closed. It's supposed to be a closed room. He's raping, but somebody opened the door. What's in this room? Oh god, it's so scary.
It's so spooky. It's one of those things where like they keep going every year, and then like eventually the someone brings a friend, and like when they go to the rape room, it's like, oh, this is my favorite part.
Dude, I saw this last week. This is the best part.
And then the friend that's never been there before goes with them, and they're like, Martha, this we gotta. This is the real thing. I need to call the cops.
There's no fake blood around. There's no spaghetti on the counter. This is real.
This is just for the first ghost, like the childhood nostalgia.
Yeah. It's playing on your fears of being raped, so they think it's a part of it. You can get raped in your home at any minute.
It's like Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. I know what I'm gonna have to start doing for when.
What, raping little kids?
Okay.
How do you turn the microphone off?
Okay, just click. Okay, real talk. That's about the best idea I've ever had here.
Can you imagine though if there was like
a
haunted house that actually did like fake rape? How do you think that'd go?
I don't know.
Do you think people would be like, holy shit, that's ballsy as fuck. That's amazing. Or do you think people will be like an adult one?
Yeah,
like 18-year-olds and up.
Okay, well here
A real.
I'm sure that there might be something out there.
There's gotta be, man.
That's
such a good market to hit.
It is rape.
Like everyone's scared of rape.
Oh well, kind of, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not, but yeah.
You should be, unless you have an ass like Garmin. You should be scared of rape.
What do you mean?
His ass is so strong, no one could penetrate it.
Why
have
do
you
you
ever felt
know
his
this?
ass?
No.
I felt his ass all the time.
I mean, you've been like best
played
friends
sports
with him
with
a
him.
lot longer.
I played sports with him.
I never played a sport with him.
See, that's where I felt his ass for the first time. But it wouldn't be the last.
That was the beginning of this
If you go to
saga.
smack his ass, he'll like clench up really hard and literally like hurt your hand. It's unreal. Nothing can penetrate him. He's rape free. There's no way anybody can rape him.
That's pretty funny. No.
But no, seriously, I bet there is a haunted house somewhere, an adult haunted house that plays on like a rape thing.
There probably is. I was gonna say, because this is actually part of the topics. I went to this. Me and a couple friends from school. We went to this place called Dreadland, and it's one of those. It. I don't want to say it's a mom and pop place, and it kind of is. It's like a community kind of haunt. You go in and you do your thing, and it was supposed to be one of the top 9.
Cincinnati has really good haunted houses. We're actually known for that.
Yeah. I mean, even if you include Middletown, with Land of Illusion. Mm-hmm. Have you been to Land of Illusion?
I've never been to any Halloween spots around here ever.
Dude,
I know. All I've heard is amazing things.
Why don't we do that?
I don't know, because I don't do anything.
We need to do that.
Maybe next weekend.
Maybe
Halloween weekend.
Maybe that sounds like a plan. I mean, it's something. But this place called Dreadland, it's over. It's almost like about 3/4 the way to Chillicothe, and so me and a group of maybe I don't know 10 people, all of us all together is 10 people. We go and it's a nice little place. It's almost like back home where woods and stuff. There's a big farm, and then every farm has to have enough land let out for woods to grow. And so in this little part of the woods, they made this nice little little maze, and people scare you. Boo, scary. It's good. I love those things though. It's awesome. But then they have this other part that gives it the reputation for the 9th scariest place in Ohio or whatever. And basically what it was you had to be 18 and older to do it. You had
those are real ones.
Yeah.
You have to go to adult ones for it to be cool.
Yeah.
When you're mid-20s, you have to go to adult ones.
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
Unless you're going with your kids or something.
Yeah. And then you just lie and say they're 18 but with dwarf syndrome. And
can you imagine being you'd be the worst dad ever? Taking your 5-year-old daughter to,
to an adult. That's why I'm going to be the worst dad ever.
Calling it worst dad ever.
Perry Hall. I will be nominated every single year. As long as anyway. But no, yeah, that would be really bad. But anyway, there's this Dreadland place. You sign it up, and then it's just this little area. It's like a little boxing area, and they blindfold you, and you're not supposed.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And if you go with a group, you all get blindfolded separately. Some lady takes you one by one. They open the door.
Whoa.
One by one.
Is it a house or is it out in the open?
It's out in the open, but
in the woods. It's in the woods. Woods are scary.
Woods are very scary.
Cornfields are even more scary.
Oh,
I hate cornfields.
I love cornfields, but
I don't.
For that reason.
You know why I'm scared of them?
Why?
You know why?
Tell me.
It's the movie Signs. Whenever
Signs
drops the flashlight and he picks it up and you just casually see half of an alien.
Yeah.
That's the scariest thing.
It is.
By the way, I've seen a lot of scary movies.
Mm-hmm.
Signs is a top 5 scary movie for me because I saw it when I was a kid. And there's so many little things in there that just freak you out because they don't just come out and show the aliens really. They just show little bits of them all the time. It's really fucking scary, man. Even now, it's a scary movie.
Yeah. I haven't seen it in a while, but I bet it still holds up.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm sorry, I want to keep continuing.
No, that's fine.
No. It's fine. with this place, take you one by one, and basically what it is it's kind of like a mix between Fear Factor and Saw.
Oh god.
So like you have to work as a team to complete challenges, and you have to get it in 2 minutes. But everyone has their own individual challenge, and if you complete the challenge, you get $5 off, like coming back. Yeah, it's $15 for both, all together. And so one person gets buried.
Holy shit.
Yeah, one person gets buried, chained up and buried. Like they put a tarp over you, so you can breathe, but they're buried and you have a chain, and it's a padlock with letter. It's like a word padlock. And we had like the maximum, so there was like 5 of us, and then one of us was buried. I was not one of the ones that buried. We all had to, as blindfolded, we had to. We were either locked up in one of the, those
things.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Like the one for the listeners, it's like one of those things that they throw vegetables at the witches.
And you got your hands and your neck pinned in.
Yeah. There's another one where you're in a glass box.
Ooh.
And again, you don't know what's going on because you're blindfolded.
Yeah.
I don't know what the other ones were, but I was laying down like a salon chair, like back up like this, or my face up like this. And the person said your objective is in front, is directly in front of you, and so like. I thought that whenever they said go, I thought that means I have to like sit up and go up like this. But when I sat up, they're like no, and then they like pushed me back down because you had to sign a waiver.
Yeah,
like so they could
let them touch you.
Yeah, so they can let them touch you. And but anyway, my objective was on a string. Like in this, I still have no idea what's in there because they take you out either way. But my objective, like I said, you have okay. I don't know if I added this, but you have to get letters to, and if everyone gets their letter, then they can see it, and then
guy unlocked.
They have to decipher the code, and then you can unlock it. You win. But anyway, mine was tethered on a string, and I hit it, and I'm like, oh crap, there it was, and it was swinging, and again, I can't see it.
Yeah.
I finally get a hold of it, and on the end was the letter, but it was encased in some like weird like goopy membrane.
Ugh.
Yeah, and like I did it, and I unraveled it, and but afterwards I smelled my fingers, and it smelled like poultry manure.
Ew.
So I'm like, I still have no idea what it is.
Yeah.
Because my other friends didn't get the letters. Me and one other person was the only ones that got the letters. So we failed, and we couldn't go back unless we did it, the next week. Cause it's just one of those things where you can't, you do it over and over again. But so they're like, all right, stand up, be right here. You have to put. It was almost like a firing, like they were gonna
Firing squad.
Yeah, firing squad. Like they like marched us out, and then like they. All right, you can take it off, and then we took it off. We're outside of this building where we had no idea what was in it at all, and we failed. So yeah, then we didn't get our money back, but it was really cool. I really enjoyed it. It was awesome.
Haunted houses were cool when I was younger. I've never been to an adult one, so I imagine they're way more cool.
Oh yeah, definitely. I really enjoyed my time, and that's. Haunted houses and stuff like that, that's one of the reasons that, that Halloween's my favorite, one of my, it's hard to say
It's
one
my
of.
favorite. I don't celebrate it anymore, but it used to be my favorite just because of the parties we used to have on Halloween were the best.
I think Christmas is just like a percentage better, but still, they're two holidays I love for different reasons. But yeah, anyway, man, we haven't potted in like 2 weeks, I think. Yeah, and for our listeners, our very few listeners, aka
us.
Yes. We've had some issues with timing and all that stuff, and like I've had to I just started about 2 weeks ago, I started my new quarter at school, and just the way things planned out, like, it just doesn't work. So, like, if you're listening and you're waiting for a podcast every week,
hopefully 2 a month.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I mean, if
we could do it every other week, then I'd be pretty happy.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I would love to do it every week like we did.
Yeah.
But that just might not work. But yeah. Anyway, so Troy, what did you do? Like, at all? Like, anything?
No. I haven't done shit. Work's just been fucking horrible, but that's alright.
Yeah.
Because this weekend is a scary movie marathon weekend.
Ooh, you wanna enlighten us about that?
Yes. Me and Garmin.
Garmin and I.
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
Garmin.
Yeah, he's been on.
Knows him. He's a pretty cool guy.
Yeah.
Follow him on Twitter, Chetty16. He's a pretty interesting character.
Yeah.
There are 4 horror movies that are coming out on VOD within 2 weeks of each other. And they are Extraterrestrial, Exists, which is a Bigfoot movie.
Mm-hmm.
Found footage Bigfoot movie, which is, I love found footage, my favorite. Yeah. The Town That Feared Sundown, and VHS Viral, which is the 3rd in the series. So we're going to watch all 4 of those movies, and it's going to be an awesome, scary movie night.
Nice.
And that's pretty much it, but I'm super pumped for it.
That's pretty cool. Man, I haven't had a movie marathon in quite some time, but
Me neither. I was moving Josh last weekend, so
yeah. Where's Josh living at now?
he's just like a mile down the road.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where's he living before? Oh, no.
He lived pretty close, but he lives like another mile away now.
I gotcha. Now
takes 5 minutes to
entering
get
the local friend talk.
Yeah,
Portion of the
awesome. Sure,
podcast.
it's awesome for everyone.
Absolutely. Oh man, I think I told you I started working out again because I don't like being a fat kid anymore. Dude,
You just gotta embrace it. It's way easier. Life is way easier when you embrace the fat.
I can't. I tried it for a little bit.
It's good that you can't. That's good. That's a good thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I love it. Like, you know how some people say, oh, I can get addicted on working out. I was like, yeah, I'm luckily one of them. But I tell you what, I love working out just about every part of my body, lifting wise, running and all that stuff. Screw that. But one thing that I just can't do is abs. I can't. Like,
Can't do it. I just don't like doing it.
I don't like doing it. Like, it's funny how like some people are just they like working out things better than others.
Yeah.
And it sucks because that's kind of something I really need to work on. I don't need to work on my arms. I don't need to work on my shoulders or chest or even my legs.
Yeah.
But it's right in the middle.
Right where that gut is.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I mean it sucks. I run on the treadmill for like 15 minutes like afterwards. I know, but I'm usually on the treadmill like at the end of it, and that's around like maybe 1 o'clock in the morning.
Jesus Christ! When do you work out?
Usually around...
Where do you work out?
10:30, 11. I work out at Snap Fitness, just like right beside. It's 24
hours.
Mm-hmm. I love 24 hour gyms because like no one's there.
Yeah, that's the only way I could do it. I could never go work out in front of people.
If you ever get the bug to work out, who knows? It might happen, might not happen, but definitely I'd try that out, like, because that'd be the best. If that's how you want to do it, that's probably the best. I tell you what, man, like, luckily, like, my genes, I'm short. It sucks, but luckily.
How tall are you? 5'7", 5'8"?
Yeah, like right there. 5'8" on a good day. 5'7".
5'8" on my platforms.
Yeah. 5'10" on my platforms, thank you very much. But luckily, and my dad was shorter.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah. My dad was like about 5'6".
Wow.
Yeah. But he gave me Marshall and Cole like the athlete, like huge.
Mm-hmm.
But no, anyway, I was gonna say that's one thing that Cole loves to do is his abs. So like he walks around, the house as an 18-year-old boy.
So he's already just skinny.
Yeah, he's already skinny. But like, I mean, he benches about like 250.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and he only weighs about like 170 something. Runs about a 4.4. And he doesn't want to play football in college. He's gonna go to Harding, but he can play on Harding's team and start this like now. But anyway, so he's like, one thing he loves is he just loves working on abs, but he's built differently.
You're very top heavy.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm thicker too. I'm just thicker. Yeah. Like even my legs are like thicker than his, and I never got injured, but it's easier for me to get fatter.
Yeah.
Marshall's the same way too. But the thing is, he didn't ever play sports that made him bigger. I mean, he swam, he ran cross country, and he now he's playing volleyball in college.
Really?
Yeah, I tell you about that. He transferred from Findlay to Baldwin Wallace, which is up in like the Cleveland area, and he's playing volleyball. So, yeah, and apparently he's not doing too bad. So that's pretty cool. But yeah. So I don't know. I love working out because I see the results quicker, but I can never get the middle good. That's one thing that sucks. But yeah. Anyway, I thought I'd put that out there. Speaking, kind of like going back to what we talked about with South Park not being on, and this is like one of their blackout weeks that they never tell you about. So we go home, we're like, yeah, new South Park.
No new South Park.
Yeah, no new South Park. So we're I'm watching it, and it's. I guess this isn't what got me made me think about this, but it was the episode last week with the Wacky Racers little thing, and a lot of the older people loved it. I loved it because I knew what Wacky Racers were, and I mean and there was a lot of the younger viewers that's like, that was a dumb episode. I didn't get it. It's stupid. And it's like, well, that's because.
You're not going to get every reference.
No, you're not going to get every reference. Sometimes...
those guys are like 40-something.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to get every reference they put out there.
Absolutely. I mean, sometimes it's... You know the... whenever you actually run into the reference, you're like, oh, that was on South Park. There's a lot of times where I've done that.
Yeah.
Do you know the Boo Wendy Boo is actually like a YouTube video?
No.
It was... I saw it. It was some guy that was, I don't know, some like mayoral candidate or something. He was like maybe 20 something, like a young mayoral candidate that was with his news with a news camera, and like they were talking about how they were gonna do something with this street or whatever. They were gonna make it better, and then some guy in the back sitting on his porch. And he's like, I don't remember his name, but we'll just say Wendy, for this instance. But it's like, boo, Wendy, boo. Like every time he started talking, and it's really funny actually. I'll have to show you after this. But he got like upset, but he was like, still keeping like cool. He's like, are you gonna do that every time? He's like, yeah. He's like, so he starts talking. It's like, all right, we good? Okay. So anyway, we're here. It's like, boo, Wendy, boo. You're a fraud, boo. Don't vote for you, boo. And so it took.
What do you do about that if you're the person speaking?
Oh yeah. So like 9 minutes later, they're like, let's just go on another. It's like that took you that long to realize to just move. Yeah, it was really funny. But I was thinking about a lot of people on, and I'm on Reddit. I've subscribed to like the South Park Reddit, and I do the Facebook and Twitter and South Park stuff, and a lot of those people like commenting. It's just like a bunch of idiots like, oh, South Park's going downhill. Oh, South Park's getting so bad.
I've been saying that for 10 years.
Absolutely. And, the thing is, it's like, oh, it's not like it was before. It's like, No, it's not like it was before, but it's still as good.
Yeah.
And these people, especially people that don't create content like that, they don't understand.
Think about how much they put out.
Oh yeah,
they're on their 18th season.
18th season,
like and 20 episodes a season.
In my opinion, and a lot of other people's opinion, they're still going strong.
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, yeah, everyone's gonna have like down.
They've definitely had like
down seasons and down episodes.
Maybe not even a full season, just like a series of episodes, like maybe 2 or 3 in a row that you're underwhelmed with.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I've always my thinking on if I think a South Park episode is not good. I've never rewatched a South Park episode and still thought it was bad after the second watch.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
Every time I watch an episode, I'm underwhelmed by it. I'll watch it again, like a couple weeks or like a month later, and I'm like catch a lot more things. I'm like, that was actually really funny.
Yeah.
Every time. I've literally never watched an episode twice and still not liked it.
Oh yeah. I hate whenever they're, they say, oh well, it's not as good as it was before. They didn't have the same humor. It's like what do you want to do? Stay the same, have the same 1990s references, and
I mean, comedy evolves with the people who are creating it.
Yeah.
Like, look at Kevin Smith. He makes different movies for what stages of life he's in. I mean, plenty of people do that.
Absolutely.
Fucking bands do that all the time.
Yeah.
They don't put out the same style of music all the time.
Oh, no. As much as some people would like it.
Exactly. There's no way you can win, because, you'll have new people. If you change, especially in music, if you change your sound for a new album or something, all the diehard fans don't like it, but then you'll bring in a whole new audience of people that do.
Yeah, you can't win either way.
No.
And kind of going back to what we always said here on the podcast is we just want to make things that make us laugh, and hopefully it'll make other people laugh that catch us, catch this podcast. That's the same thing with South Park, man. That's the same thing.
Yeah, they're just making each other laugh.
Yeah, that's it. If you're out there trying to pander to the audience, then you're almost losing yourself.
Yeah, you lose what was special about it in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, if they were just doing what's funny to the audience, then they'd make a lot of they'd force references, they'd force stupid things, and it wouldn't be funny. And just the time to create these things and the
6 days. They make a new episode every 6 days.
And that's a 22-minute episode. The stupid things that me and a lot of other, animators on YouTube and, Newgrounds and all that stuff, something that will take by myself, and I understand that they're working with teams, but still, 6 days to make a 22-minute episode, that's incredible. It takes that last thing I made, the Unwelcome Guest, is about 2-minute long cartoon. That took me a month working on it. Hours. I think about it. It averaged me about 6 to 7 hours working on that. For a month. I mean, there was days I didn't work on it, but I think about five days out of the week I was working on it, and there's just a lot of work and effort into it, and to create something you love, and it's that's what makes it special, like we just said. And these people, them people, them stupid morons that don't have the same opinion as me, and in this case, most of them don't because they don't understand. But they just don't understand that there's just so much effort to put in something, and to present it to people.
I think most of the people who complain that South Park isn't how it used to be are younger people who weren't even around when it was great anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know, I feel like everyone that's still around my age, granted, some people just stop watching, and that's just different.
Yeah.
You can't really count them. But the people who still watch from the beginning, like I did, most of those people are fine with it still.
Yeah.
All I hear is from young people saying it's not the same that it used to be, and it's you don't even know what it used to be.
Yeah. Everyone's a critic.
Yeah.
And it's not good. It's not good. I mean,
the internet, man. Everyone has a voice.
Sometimes it's not good. Most times it ain't good. Yeah. But anyway, I thought about that. But It's funny. I think most of the time, like when I start a new subject, I say, "I tell you what, man." Like,
Tell you what, man.
tell
you what, man. That dang old.
Boom hour over here.
Dang old.
Hang on, tell you what, hang. Like
wee, 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 wee.
square like a piggy. Wee.
That's a really underrated show, by the way.
King of the Hill.
It's so funny.
I love it. I used to watch that all the time.
My brother's favorite show.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's my brother, so it's not really that cool.
Does that make the King of the Hill go down then?
Yes.
King of the Hill, you suck now.
Yeah.
You could.
I hate you. My brother
you could just stop. Troy, it is stopped.
It's been done for a couple years.
Man, I remember hearing Adult Swim picking it up. Like
Adult Swim has it?
Mm-hmm. Adult Swim has it. It's like, when they transition Cartoon Network to Adult Swim, it's like one of those transition shows. Like it's that and Bob's Burgers, and then
everyone loves Bob's Burgers, man.
it's all right.
I watched like 6 or 7 episodes, and I was like, it was all right, but maybe I need to watch more. I don't know. People love that show. People love that show.
I mean, again, everyone has their own opinion, great or not, and I'm not saying mine's any better, but I don't care for it.
Do you think people only like it because the main voice is the guy from Archer?
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised. It's funny how much water some people can hold. Just elongating their careers from like one series of shows to another to like movies and stuff. I mean, I love that voice actor. I don't know his name, but I just know him as like the guy that does Archer and Bob and
Frisky Dingo.
Frisky Dingo. Yeah.
It's still the best. It's still better than Archer. I don't care what anyone says.
Troy? No,
what have we been talking about?
Frisky Dingo's good. I like it. I guess I've just watched Archer more, and that's funny because like
there's
I watched
more seasons and there's more content.
Yeah.
Frisky Dingo is only 2 seasons, and there's only like 12 episodes per season. And they're only 12 minutes long.
Yeah.
So really short. You can watch it all in like 4 hours.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But it's a fucking hysterical 4 hours.
Yeah.
Me and Garmin probably run for that show more than anything. When we're just hanging out. Yeah.
It's a good show. It's
a really good show.
But like Bob's Burgers, man. Like I don't know. I think I remember you texting me after you watched like a couple episodes, or either you texted me or we were just talking when I came here, and you're like, "Bob's Burgers pretty good," and I'm just
dude, it was Rick and Morty.
Oh, Rick and Morty,
which is great. Oh my god, it's so
go
good.
watch Rick and Morty.
Yeah, if you haven't seen Rick and Morty, go watch Rick and Morty.
It's good.
Fantastic.
It absolutely is.
It was a great first season, man. It was so funny.
Oh yeah, I was surprised
because I don't really like shows like that.
Yeah,
really, I generally don't.
Adult like exclusives are harder for some people to watch.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not.
I love Adult Swim stuff. That's not like a regular Adult Swim exclusive show right there. I think
it's not made for younger people, really. It's a cartoon, but when I say younger, I mean like 14 and 15. Yeah. I don't think it's really made for that. I think it's made for more like young 20s and like
yeah, I
older
can see
teens.
that. Yeah, I mean like it's funny how or it's interesting, I should say, how when people that are our age now are getting into being producers of content, and we're getting all the references. It's I don't want to say it's catered to us, but a lot of the references are. And that's kind of how it was like in the 90s when 80s kids were going through, and there was a lot of 80s references, and now it's I don't know, it's kind of cool. And then like in another 5 to 10 years, there's going to be references that's like, oh, this stupid, kids from the, I don't know, 2000s. It's just stupid. I don't get it. But right now, it's a good time.
It has a 9.2 on IMDb.
Really?
Which, for a TV show, that's like up there with the best TV shows of all time.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous. But some of these guys that wrote on it, Dan Harmon and Justin Roiland, you're going to know some of the stuff that they've done here.
Mm-hmm.
Community. One of them's the lead writer on Community,
Yeah.
which I don't watch that show, but I've heard.
I haven't either.
I've heard it's very funny.
Again, same.
Yeah. Let's see what else has he done. Basically, a shit ton of Community.
Yeah.
The other guy's famous for something too. I'm sorry, we should be talking about other stuff while I'm looking this up.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just trying to think. I remember watching the first episode when it came out a couple months ago, and I'm just like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. It just seems like a terrible knockoff parody of Back to the Future, because that's supposed to be Doc and Marty.
Yeah.
But after watching a couple, I was like, okay, all right, I can get on board with this.
It's legit.
Yeah,
it's legit, very good.
And unlike other Adult Swim shows, I don't know if I was talking to you about this or I was talking to someone else about this at school, maybe. It has. I mean, you can tell it's an Adult Swim show, but it's not retarded like an Adult Swim show, and I say that in as much love as I possibly can, because I love Adult Swim.
Yeah, I'm not at all. I don't care for it.
Yeah, and it's fine. It's an acquired taste.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And it's Rick and Morty is not. It's
No.
It's not. It transcends a lot of different viewers and caters to it. But yeah, no, I liked it. I really like the show, and I can't wait to see what's gonna come next with it.
Next season, I'm really excited.
Yeah,
I might actually have to watch it when they come out.
Oh, absolutely. And then you have to put up with the other Adult Swim shows I'm in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh crap! So, the For Recovery Historical Society auction was this past weekend. All right. Mm-hmm. And no, I'm not just bringing this up because I'm lacking, topics. But no, this is kind of funny. I'm part of the Fort Recovery Historical Society, our hometown Fort Recovery.
People are?
Yeah.
How?
All you have to do is just go to the meetings. It's not like you have to.
Why?
I love history.
I know you do, but why Fort Recovery history? I mean, don't you know it all already?
Yeah, I know it all, but it's interesting. No, I love it.
Like what? I just want to know.
It's like a patronage kind of thing.
Okay, I just want to know what happens in the meetings. Like, what could you possibly bring up?
No. Like there actually is people they bring into the museums.
That's weird that we have a museum. I always forget that.
Yeah,
it's like right in the middle of town too.
Yeah.
Drive past it all the time.
It's one of those things where New Yorkers don't even think about the landmarks
there or anything.
Yeah. No, it's we bring in people to speak about not just Fort Recovery history, but like a lot of Native history, a lot of like history around here, and there's quite a few. I mean, it's older people, but quite a few people come to those seminars where people talk, and I've been to a couple, and it's relatively interesting. But no, I'm part of the Fort Recovery Historical Society, and also my grandma and my Uncle Bob are part of it too. And but we have an auction that raises money for the Historical Society every year, and it's like it's a relatively big thing in Fort Recovery. A lot of people go. It fills up our middle school auditorium, which is kind of our big meeting place. Oh yeah. There's usually around like maybe 200 people there.
Jesus.
Yeah. And there's silent auctions, there's live auctions, which is the big thing, and raffles and stuff like that. But I put in my a charcoal drawing I did. I don't know if you saw it, but
I saw the other towns ones. I didn't know you.
Yeah, I did one of Fort Recovery. It's I don't know if you've seen it, but there's like an eagle statue, in front of the school. Not in front of the school, but like a block like away from the school with that little T section. Yeah. And I liked it, so I took a picture of the composition and I did a charcoal of it and I put up for auction, and it got to the live auction. And by the way, I won a gun at the auction, like a pistol and because my mom wants Aaron and I to do to get our conceal and carry license.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
because I don't know, kind of cool.
I have no problems with guns at all. Like, I like shooting guns. I have no problem with it at all. I don't think you really need it where you live in Cincinnati or anything.
Yeah, who knows where I'm going to live, though, in the future.
True. But doesn't every state have, like, a different law? Don't you have to re-get the license in every state?
Something like that. But as long as you take, like, the courses, like, it's easier. Yeah. But anyway, I got that, and it was funny because, like, mom's, like, telling, like, bid. I'm like, okay. And so, like, after I won the bidding, you know, everyone's like, what was it? And it's like, all right, can we get the paddle? Okay, paddle 120. Perry Hall, and everyone's like, what? Yeah. the youngest person there actually participating, and I got the gun. It's pretty cool gun. And I also, like, it came with, like, it was like a gun store in, like, either St. Henry or Slime or something like that. And it came with, like, a free hat that Keller would wear. And,
you should give it to him.
I should. And two coolie cups. And an XXL t-shirt with, like, a terrible gun pointing at you. And it says, shoot, done, or bang, done. So I'll probably be making that into a cutoff.
Jesus Christ.
But going back to the thing I had in there, the charcoal. You know, finally got to my charcoal, and I'm like, and I think my Aunt Rhonda was sitting by me, and she's like, "How much do you think it'll go for?" I'm like, $100. It's like, oh, it's probably gonna go more than that. Like, I'm low ball.
Do you get the money, or does it go to the?
No, it goes to historical society.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and whatever, it's fine. But so people started bidding on it, and it got up to. I mean, there was a lot of people bidding on it, but it finally ended at $250.
Nice.
And all right, okay, can we get the panel? Okay, paddle 72. Buzz and Pat Hall, and I'm just like,
no.
I'm like, that doesn't count.
No,
that absolutely doesn't count.
You can't count that.
No,
you can count the bid that was right before them.
Yes,
that's what I would say.
I think Jerry Kalp was the one that had it before. But the thing is, I had something else in the Historical Society auction like 2 years ago. The ag class made a cornhole set. And they had me paint it, and they put under my names like Perry made it, and like okay,
sure,
yeah, all right, I just painted on it, and it was nice. I don't know if you've seen it like on this Facebook. It's like a nice little for recovery stuff, like an Indian head on one side and then like a spear on the other. It was something easy. And that went up for auction, and it won, and my grandma Louie won it. And I'm like, what? Why? You don't even play cornhole. And so, like, when I put this in for the auction, I told my grandma Louie, I told my mom, and I told everyone, and I forgot to tell my grandma and grandpa's like, I don't want any of my relatives to buy this.
Yeah.
Because to me, that's the equivalent of, oh, this is good, I'll put it on the refrigerator. Yeah. I was like, why? But yeah, so I'm just like, you gotta be kidding. Like, people were laughing, like, I was like,
fuck you.
I don't know. It would have been bad if, like, no one was, trying. And whatever, but, I mean, I hope they love it. I hope they enjoy it. Yeah, that was the,
last one.
Okay.
I gotta go to bed.
Nah, fair enough. I guess we're not. I think this is a Keller's podcast, so.
Something might actually have gone wrong because he's always home by now.
Yeah, it's 12, man. It's 12:50.
This might be the podcast where Keller died. And we're just assholes.
And good riddance.
I hope he didn't die. That sounded horrible.
No, I kind of take that back.
But we'll still post.
Yeah. And we'll sell it somehow. Oh, is this the one that Keller died?
Holy shit! This is history.
This is like the Muhammad episodes of South Park where they don't air anymore. They just have them blacked out to like know that they were a thing, but you can't get to them unless you torrent them. It's like, guys, I got the 3 guys 1 projector of the one where Carol dies. I thought they pulled it. No, we got it. We tore it, idiots.
All right, let's hope he doesn't die.
No, yeah, let's hope.
All right. Send it.
No, I was gonna say. I was gonna tell you about that story at the pickle or whatever. Anyway, like my buddy Cody Bowler, he's one of my best friends from Portland, down over from Port Recovery. He came home this weekend. He lives in Utah. He goes to school at Utah, and so we hung out and we went to like one of the bars in Portland, and yeah, it was from someone from Port Recovery. It was exactly what you would think a bar in Portland would be like, and. So we go, and it was nice, good time. Like, but we first get in there, and there was this really drunk like chick that was probably like in her like late 40s, and she had cancer.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
And so she came up drunkenly talking to us like, "How's it going, boys?"
Oh, no.
And it's like, oh gosh, and Cody and I are just looking at each other like. All right, so we're like, hey, just being nice at first, like, yeah, we're just doing our thing, haven't met up with a friend that we haven't seen in a while, so we're just gonna, chat, and that's it. And they're like, oh, can I come talk with you? And it's like, no, thanks. I mean, we'll come talk to you afterwards, and so we sit down at like on the opposite side of the bar, and. She comes following us, and she just stumbling over, and we're sitting at the bar side by side, and she comes right in the middle, like hunched over, like, hey guys, how we got a party? It's like, no. we're just here. I'm here for him. He's here for me. That's it. He's like. She's like, oh, okay, but me too, right? He's like, no, no, and like I was nice. I'm just nice like that. And Cody, I guess he puts up with this, like, or he been around the block a little more than I have with this sort of stuff. So he's like, I'm sorry, we're just here. I'm just here talking with a friend I haven't seen in a long time. So can you please go? He's like. But I have lymphoma. And I'm just like, what do you say to that? She's like, I'm probably going to die in like a couple months. And he's like, I don't care.
He said that?
Yeah. Oh he's like, I'm sorry. She's like, she's like, hey, we'll talk to you in a little bit, okay? So, okay, so we're going to talk. Like, yeah, we're going to talk. And go away. And this chick like kept coming to us like every 5 minutes, and it was just awkward. I think right before she finally passed out, she came up to us, and she's like, "Can you guys drive me to Wapakoneta, Ohio?"
Oh my god!
And from Portland, Wapak is about
probably
45 to 50 minutes. Yeah. And I almost slipped and said, I'm from Port Recovery, and she would have just jumped all over that. So you're from Ohio, so you could take me.
Yeah, it's still like 35 minutes away.
Yeah, it's still 35 minutes away, idiot. And so, luckily I didn't slip. And, and we're like, no, we're not taking you to Wapakoneta, Ohio. And she's like, why? I don't know you. And I don't know you, and no.
And I don't want to.
I don't want to. That was the other one I couldn't think of, but it was just bad. And so she storms off, and her friend is like, I'm so sorry, I'll take her out. And then she takes her out, and we're just, we're talking, like Cody and I are talking again, and I'm facing the window. Next thing I see, she's like, all right, on the window, and it's like, get out of here. And it was just a really awkward night. She finally came back in, and we shifted over to talk to a mute friend that Cody graduated with, and I guess I knew somehow, and because she knew me, but I forgot who she was. And so we were just talking, and next thing I see is she was sitting over at the seats we were at, just passed out. It's just she was out cold, and.
Awesome.
That was a fun end to the night, or the fun beginning to the night, I should say, and to the podcast. But yeah. So this was our that was fun. This was our episode 22, the Kellerless podcast, and hopefully this will get us better ratings like the last time. And,
only if he dies.
Yeah. Only if he dies. And then quick cuts over to Keller.
Oh, he's not done. He grabs some beers.
Oh.
Grab some beers after work. He's never done that ever.
Really?
Never.
Who didn't ask him who's he's hanging out
probably
with?
some coworkers.
Yeah, probably some gays. Some big.
Because he fits in with gay people.
I didn't want to say it, but you're absolutely right. All right. This is episode 22 of what was our name of podcast again? Three guys on projector. We haven't done that in a while. We should do that again sometime, maybe.
Yeah.
This is Perry.
Troy.
And that was the end of that. Okay, bye. Okay, yeah, we should have just said Keller's dead. Like we should have said like all right,
Keller might be dead.
yeah. This just in, breaking news.
Oh god.
Nathan Ed Keller is pronounced
As
dead.
you know him.
Oh, that'd be great.